Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I've played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, it's Blue. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The Cowboys at 13-3 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8.
Bombers. Away. Oh.
Here's Nix. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
Ooh, the juke. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They go play action. Daniels completes it to Perry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards.
That's another Washington Commanders.
Here we go.
First down.
Up the middle with Brooks here. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
79 Broncos.
Throwing now is Daniels. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Daniels. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And they're on the 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Kill, 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 kill. Ready. Right here. Kill, kill.
They'll try and run again with Blue. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Now you look at this defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a handoff to Blue running left side. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal. They'll try again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2.
Ready. 180.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. C.E.O. Lamb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Daniels looking to throw. Into the hands of Perry, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Daniels. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when it...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown.
Jonathan Brooks, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have retaken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. To throw, here's Nix. Trying to set up a screen for Blue. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Ready? Bombers, bombers, bombers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Jalen Lane deep for Washington. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. "55-yard punt, 11 on the return." And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. Jalen Watson dropped him defensively. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd down and 9. To the air goes Daniels. His throw incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation. That's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here's Daniels. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Looks like a running back going through the line. Quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by Blue. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Nix. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? 84 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now, that's a run that warms the play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. Boy, a dangerous throw there. Fortunate for him, it'll wind up incomplete.
And here, you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80. Go.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And his kick is indeed good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The final shot before break. Nix. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and a yard. That's to Lane. He's got it outright. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Ready?
Second and 10.
Go! Viking 18. Ready?
Looking to throw. Daniels. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 38.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
Back to throw. Daniels. He finds his man, complete. It's Perry. 25 yards that time.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
A run out of the gun with Brooks. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Now, they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. This is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
To throw is Nix. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be second and 10. Throwing Nix. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
From the gun on third down, it's Nix. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Trent McDuffie with a pick. Down the left sideline. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
30, Cowboys 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Nix to the air. For the right side here, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. They go with Blue between the tackles. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. On the left side, it's McDonald. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield strike. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Ready.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Play action, now it's Daniels. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. jamming lane. 49 yards. And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is now an even 30. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Oh, my son! Captain. Ready! My name is Hunt.
Nix from the shotgun. Gets this into the hands of Blue. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Oh, my son!
Looking to throw. Nix. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Kill! Oh, my son!
Now Bloom trying the right side. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Off the play fake, Daniels. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Perry. And a result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving you an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Over the middle, complete. It's Perry. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Back to throw. Daniels. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Operating from the gun. Daniels. That's taken in by Kraft. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Looking to throw. Daniels. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Operating from the gun. Daniels. He finds his man. Complete. That's Perry. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake. Daniels. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clipped him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead. Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Here's a give, left side, Blue with it. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Commanders' 43-yard line.
Ready.
Here's Nix. Now he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. That was shotgun handoff. Blue. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Working out of the gun is Nix. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Bombers.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the 4th quarter. Well, these two teams met in our nation's capital earlier in the year with the Commanders picking up the win at Northwest Stadium. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Perry. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Now Daniels going to keep it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Steady. Daniels
from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. Back in his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Ariza is on to punt here as he gets this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Almost set. Ready.
They'll go play action with Nix. He's got his man on the crossing route.
Here we go.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Commanders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Commanders, they finish things off in style, putting a bow on a 14-3 regular season. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they suffered just their 4th loss all year to bring the final mark to 13-4 overall. And now they'll have to see how the final playoff picture will all shake out. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.